I think it's a big mistake that Putin made.
Zerstört euch, Russland.
It's just so worse what Putin did to him.
He should have a right to not be thrown in prison.
Итак, инсталляция ШИЗО в Берлине открыта, и сейчас мы пообщаемся с местными жителями и узнаем, что немцы думают об Алексее Навальном и знают ли они о таком политике. What's your opinion on Alexei Navalny?
Well, I only heard it from the news. I think he was poisoned from Putin or the Russians, and I thought I think he is one of the people who want to get more democratic stuff into Russia. I don't want to say anything bad, but I think it's a really bad horror how that happened to him, because if you speak out on something bad that's happened, you should never get anything bad as that. Like, for me, it's very, very bad to get poisoned just for saying no to some guy.
Are you from Germany?
Yes, I am.
Do you think that he made a heroic step, then he came back to Russia after he was poisoned?
Yes. I think so too. I think that's very good, because that shows the people in Russia who believe in him and who maybe are against Putin that yes, there are people that stand against him, and I like that move. I liked that he got back to Russia and didn't hide somewhere else.
What's your opinion about Alexei Navalny?
I think it's a big mistake that Putin made, and it's terrible. It's only terrible if you go inside and see the room. We are coming from the Jewish monument now. It's all the feeling like going through the lines of stones, and you go inside and you have also the feeling of, don't know.
So you mean you have like the same feelings?
In
this prison, yeah?
Yeah, in this prison, in this room, and you can. It's the same. If they what felt the Jewish people when they were in Auschwitz or in Birkenau, you have fear, and it's ugly, it's reprehensive, it's schrecklich.
Was wissen Sie über Herrn Nawalny?
Ja, es ist in der Geschichte. Er erklärt in Russland auf über die, Verbrechen und Kriminalität von Putin und seinem Regime. Und deswegen ist er auch inhaftiert worden, weil er die Machenschaften und die illegalen Geschäfte, weil er ein Oppositioneller ist, weil er Putin kritisiert. Und deswegen haben sie dieses Gefängnis nachgebaut. Ich finde das sehr gut, die Aktion hier vor der russischen Botschaft, um das Unrecht zu zeigen, dass Russland keine Demokratie ist, kein Rechtsstaat, sondern Putin immer mehr ist in eine totalitäre Diktatur entwickelt. Ich finde das richtig. Ich finde das sehr gut, dass sie das für einen Monat hier machen.
I mean, I have a high opinion of just journalists in general, and I don't know much about him in specific, but like from what I've known or from what I've heard, obviously freedom of speech would apply here, as in he should be freed. That's just like the general opinion, and mine.
So your opinion?
Yeah, I totally agree with her, and I think he did really well with what he had done so far, and I really like what he did. And it's just so worse what Putin did to him, and I think he did a right job, and he should have done so.
So that's the same question for you. What's your opinion on Alexei Navalny?
Yeah, I agree with the others. I think the freedom of press and the freedom of speech is one of the most important things we have, and it's horrible what happened to him. Yeah, and also transparency to the people. Like, I don't know, just transparency in what happens. That's kind of what journalists are there for and what they're responsible for. And if they're in prison, then really who's there to show the people what's going on?
Well, he's in prison and he shouldn't be, because all he's trying to do is be involved in a more democratic Russia, and that's what he supports. And because he supports democracy, he is put in prison. And while he might not be the, best, we can have disagreements on like what he stands for and everything like that, but his foundation is democracy, and he should have a right to not be thrown in prison and put in solitary confinement for expressing any discontent with the current Russian president.
Do you heard about Alexei Navalny, and also what's your opinion about him?
I am not that well informed as my friend here, but I know he's a great figure in the Russian opposition, and that he's in jail right now, and that has been an assassination attempt on him. And I never quite understood why he chose to come back to Russia after that, when he could just have fled the country to safety. And I think that if he chose to go to the very place where his life was threatened, that must mean something, no?
Ich weiß, ist aus Berlin zurückgekommen nach der Krankheit, sagen wir Vergiftung. Ist nach Moskau zurückgekommen und am Flughafen verhaftet worden. Besonders nach dem Film, der hat gedreht mit seiner Mannschaft. Natürlich, die Ursache ist sehr klar für uns. Ich habe einen großen Respekt, ich gebe großen Respekt für alle Politikerprisoner, Nawalny, Yashin, so viele gibt es, alle, weil sie geben ihre Freiheit für die Freiheit der Meinung. So für mich Nawalny, es ist wie Yashin, wie für jeder Politiker oder ich kenne auch, es ist besonders diese Geschichte von Dmitriev vom Memorial, hat auch mich erschockt. So, alle Politikerprisoner sind für mich wichtig, und was sie machen, es ist respektvoll, ich hoffe, dass sie werden irgendwann frei, weil die einzige Möglichkeit, um Freiheit zu haben, es ist eine Russland demokratische als Demokratie. Ich denke, die einzige Möglichkeit ist Nawalny, um das zu haben, weil ist der Einzige, der vielleicht eine Folge in den russischen Volk hat. Die andere ist vielleicht nicht so stark wie ihn, aber ist die einzige Möglichkeit, um Frieden zu haben mit Ukraine und eine Frieden auch in der ganzen Welt, würde ich sagen.